Now, the first thing we have to understand with Instagram is it's designed for mobile use and not desktop use. So it's not designed for you to use it with a PC or a laptop or a MacBook. It is actually designed to be used for mobile users, and that changes the demographic of the users quite a bit. It is essentially a photo sharing site. So it's a place where people share photos. Now that sounds obvious, but we have to understand that's the core medium you're going to be sharing on here. Now they do have little video clips you can upload, but at its heart, it's a photo sharing site. Now, one of the things we have to understand about Instagram, it's very difficult to make Instagram your main marketing channel, and there's some reasons for that which we're going to explore. So it's always good to use Instagram as a supplemental channel. So if you've got an online following and you're producing photos for your marketing, then it is a great opportunity for you to try and reach a few different people, a different audience, by using Instagram as a supplemental channel. It has a younger audience. Now, the people that tend to use Instagram are going to be aged from 12 up to sort of late 20s. That's probably going to be the core audience there. That's the type of people you're going to be reaching. So it might not be the best platform if your audience is much older than that. It's very good for marketing visual products. So if your product is visual, then it's going to be very good to market that. But if you're offering a service-based product, then it might not be so easy. But because it's a visual tool, there are other ways you can use it, but it is especially good if you're offering visual products, especially to this target audience. It's very good for celebrity-based marketing. If you have some celebrity, in terms of you have a lot of followers, then it can be very good. Now, earlier in the course, we talked about how people are not really interested in what coffee we had this morning. Now, Instagram is a bit of an exception to that rule. That is very much how it's used, but the people that make that work have a very strong celebrity presence or a very strong social presence elsewhere. So we can use it to tell our day-to-day story, but unless you have a way to monetize your celebrity, it's going to be difficult to get results from the platform. And it does work very well with narrative-based marketing, telling a story, as long as you've got that celebrity status. And that's the key here. If you've got a strong following elsewhere, then you can bring them to Instagram. And you'll see a lot of online celebrities, they will tend to have Instagram, and it will be that supplemental channel. It will be follow me on Instagram for my pictures and go over there to see my latest pictures. And because of that, it does fit this very sort of niche type of marketing, in my opinion. Now, one of the things you have to be aware of with Instagram is there's a lot of automation. There's a lot of what we call bots, a bot follower, a robot follower. So people set up accounts and they set up software and they follow you based on a hashtag. And if you respond or follow back, then they keep their follow. And if you don't follow, then they will remove their follow. So it's hard to get genuine followers on the site, people that are genuinely engaged in your brand with all these bots around. And I think it's a bit of a problem on the site. And a lot of the software you'll see that is sold to you as being good for building a follower base on Instagram is bot-based software. But remember, we're trying to find Bob all the time. With all of our marketing, we're trying to find Bob. We're trying to reach Bob, our buyer persona. And if there is a bot instead of a Bob, that's not really going to do us any good. So we have to be aware of that on the platform. We have to be aware that this situation exists. And it's a little bit similar on Twitter as well. But Instagram has a lot of this activity. Now, the other thing to understand is that linking out is difficult. On all the other social media sites, you can directly link in your post to your content. Instagram, you can't do that. So Instagram The only place you can link is in your profile, which limits you to how you can link out. Now, you can link out if you pay for the privilege. And as Instagram is owned by Facebook, that makes sense. That's Facebook's narrative, is to try and get you to pay for reaching people at a business level, whether it's B2B or B2C, business to business or business to customer. To actually get someone off the site somewhere else requires a little bit more ingenuity than what we might typically do on other social media platforms.